I'll start with myself. Me and my mom, we had to move a lot, so I had to change a lot of schools. I believe I changed five of them. And I've always been the new guy. Always been the new guy. And every time I moved in, I would question the authority. I would question the alpha male of the group. And I had a big mouth. And I would be the number one target for bullies. I believe on my third school, I got punched in my stomach the first hour or something after the first lesson. I would get in the fight in class or outside in the neighborhood pretty much weekly. I wasn't the guy who's pushing those fights out there. Once someone would fight me verbally, I would have a comeback and they would challenge me physically. That's what would happen. So we have verbal bullying, you fuckface. We have physical bullying. They might be pressuring you somehow. They might constantly do pranks on you, make fun of your physical appearance. Maybe you have a big nose like me, short ears, huge eyebrows, have a girl feature. You might be short, you might be super tall. Maybe your name is funny. Maybe you're a ginger. Maybe you're a big person. Maybe you're a skinny person. Maybe you're wearing glasses and they're calling you four-eyed monster. But maybe you're a ballet dancer and they're making fun of your hobbies. Kids are super creative nowadays. They're just mind-blowing. They might be jealous of your social status. I always thought of myself as the smartest guy in the room. And especially when I was a kid, I felt like these kids are mental. Why the fuck are you pushing each other in the corridor for no freaking reason? What the fuck? Play ball, grab a yo-yo, play a guitar. Why the fuck would you push each other in the corridor? As a game. Why? That's why I spent most of the time with girls. And I guess that's why they were pressured. They see me as a threat, like as a challenge. They're like, we need to beat the shit out of this kid, because he's taking our girls. That's what's happening. No, dude, I'm spending time with them because you're a fucking retard, that's why. I prefer coloring books and writing diaries instead of punching other people in the face. Some of them just need some attention. Probably their parents don't spend time on them. It's rich, spoiled brats that grew up at babysitters. There's high chance their parents are super violent. Maybe they're harassing the kid itself, mentally or physically. Comes to school all angry and he needs to let it go. They might just be cunts in general. And in most cases, they're super insecure and they try to cover it by doing something bad for the other person. Do your best to ignore it. I'll give you a tutorial. Just keep repeating this phrase to yourself. That motherfucker, bitch slap, shit face, dick prick, douchebag, cheerleader has some insecurity issues and karma is eventually gonna get to him. Or her. Especially if you're called fugly. I promise you, once puberty passes away, around 20s, you're gonna look gorgeous. You're like a small flower that's growing and it's gonna explode and then sparkles. Yeah, sparkles. And you're beautiful. One of my all-time besties, he was quite fugly. He had loads of pimples and he like some allergies and shit like that. He looked like the Neville guy from Harry Potter. And plus add some pimples. Like puberty sucked big time to him. Whew. He got to his 20s and he's freaking amazing. He's fucking gorgeous. He has a real lovely girlfriend right now. The same thing for girls. I wasn't attractive to this one lady. Damn, high school's done. I see her in the street. Jesus, shit, girl. Want my number? Can I get your number? Get down, get down, get down, get down. If you're in school, tell your parents, tell your dean. Oh, don't just shut yourself down. Cutting yourself while listening to Linkin Park is not an option. It's not gonna end well. In some cases, talking is not enough. I've never complained to anyone about my daily school life because I always thought I can take the hit. As I said, I always ask for it. I would start verbally, then I would defend myself, and then go physical, and I would go down, and I would stand up, and I would go down again, and up, and down, until I'm freaking crushed. As a guy, don't be afraid to be punched in the face. This is my slow motion. No. From my experience, it's better to get up, have a single good beating, and be good for a month, instead of getting multiple harassment sessions a month. This way they know they can't mess with you that easily, and you're not much of a pussy this way. Nobody likes to get punched in the face. But trust me, if you're a guy, having a black eye is not an issue. Quality girls are always for the personality. Catfight is a catfight. It usually ends when one of the girls starts screaming. Know your fights. Once a bully specifically wanted my seat, although I was the first one to get it in the biology class. It ended up me spending a week in the hospital. Got a slightly crooked nose. It's not perfect. And I was homeschooled for 2 months. If I knew it's gonna end up like this, I would definitely have said, "There's your seat, bro." This is the worst. Don't just stand there, do something about it. Go ahead and help out the weaker party. If you think you can't do it, search for help. But if the bully is getting his ass kicked, go ahead, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the show. It's called human rights. If someone is harassing you at work, go ahead and report them. I got fired a couple times just because I had balls to say, "You treat your staff as slaves," to the manager. Don't let others bully you. I was eager to meet this guy who's quite big in the entertainment industry. Although we already organized a date to meet, once I asked him for a specific time and location, he suddenly flaked on me. The next day, I received a Facebook text from his girlfriend saying, "I told him not to meet with you." Apparently we had some messages from 5 years ago. At the time I was a self-loving bitch. After leaving school I felt like I'm the king of the world. Everything is on my fingertips. It was a time where I shared my thoughts freely without understanding the consequences. I went through those messages. Apparently I was following her on Facebook and she posted a photo which I found hilarious. Then I downloaded, added a bunch of text, pretty much made a meme out of it. Then I posted on a group called Black Humor, and eventually she found out about the photo and she asked me politely if I can take it down. And I simply responded, "No, I won't." I was crushed. I couldn't believe I could do something like that. Although I did apologize, it didn't feel like that's enough. So I really felt bad for the girl. I have no idea what kind of photo it was or what I was making fun of, but I felt bad. My point, I'm not saying you should forget. I think you should forgive. Keep in mind that most of them become mature adults. People do change. I believe they do. And I see them in the street. I shake their hand with no hard feelings. Keeping it inside is not moving forward. I know to some of you it might seem hard to let go, but I do believe time heals wounds, and trust me, once it comes to karma, once it strikes big time. That's a sad story for today. Sorry for the mood kill, and I wish you the biggest smile. Please smile for me. Smile. There we go. There we go. That's a smile. And have a nice one, okay? Beautiful, lovely day to you. Love you. ChrisAwake is out.